Rome still hasn't taken this little Etruscan Corsica. Meanwhile, Carthage has won like 2 or 3 wars since. Carthage is almost as populous now as Rome, which is kind of good.
And kind of not.
Yeah, it's it's kind of good. It's kind of not good. Really depends what moment we're in. Religious Advances guy died. Assign someone else. It's better than otherwise, because Carthage is not as big of a threat to anybody. Rome was just barreling in the direction of the Bosporans and me. And Carthage is more just going west into Iberia, so that's not as big of a deal. Now, if only Carthage would get all this power and then go to war with Rome again. Oh, great. Carthage has planning your demise as a modifier. Why? I've only ever tried to be your friend, you son of a bitch. Is it because I have stuff over here? I think it is. That's sad. Wouldn't it be if Rome isn't even planning my demise? Macedonian slave killed. Oof. Yeah. Usually just the rounding up the troublemaker and crucifying them is the best thing. I won my siege. Oh, my allies are everywhere over here. Wow. I guess I'll go assist in one of the other sieges. Why is the Roman Navy still over here? Wait, what? Great families prominent in Pella. Families of Macedon going to position themselves to acquire stuff in the new quarters. Our own family. We get prestige. Lose loyalty. Favor. What family is the worst off? Because we're about to grant influence to someone. The red family and the blue family. Isn't my family the red family? My family's the green family. Oh, I misread some shit earlier. Okay. My family's the best off by a long margin. And what's their loyalty all at? The red family. I'm pretty sure that... No, this is not. This is the red family. Yeah, they could use some loyalty.
Here, keep it paused real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Timothid family, the blue one. That's the other one that's not doing too well. Let's grant something to the red family. They all get mad if we take it.
Yeah, Carthage looks like it's about to gobble up the Valencia region of Spain.
Yeah. Yeah, they always go into Iberia, eventually. They get missions for that. I'm just amazed they still have stuff in Sicily, but I'm sure we've extended that a little bit. Seleucids are still just like the scariest ones on the map. I still love earlier, during that war, Narfi was just like, you have elephants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had elephants.
I just imported some. I don't actually have any. I just imported some. If you import them into a region, anything that you raise from that region that's like a legion, you can use elephants.
Yeah, I don't think I have the range though.
Yeah, you're further away. I forget where I got mine from. I think it was Egypt. I don't remember. I'm gonna double down on this divine sacrifice before it's too late. We've still got plenty of political influence, and I'd like to maintain this high stability, because it's probably putting me pretty high on the scoreboard. Just won that siege. Yeah, I'm number 3 on the scoreboard. 3 of us are on the scoreboard, and Bosporans are just outside of it. Alright, what do we have here? Chios came all the way down here? That's hilarious. Dude, I'm only even here for Ulba. And our allies just keep losing fights everywhere, hilariously. What else really is there to worry about? There's another siege to do over here is what there is. Can we go this way? Yeah, there's several different sieges to be done. We're doing well. They don't want to give up their whole nation. I don't even have a claim on the whole nation. Just a good amount of it. Cappadocia can claim stuff. Wait, I thought Chios got that. Oh no, Cappadocia got that. Again, I don't really mind giving stuff to Cappadocia. They're my ally. They're a useful ally. And eventually, I might just be able to get them to join me. Maybe. I might need to be a hell of a lot stronger for that. Either way, a strong Cappadocia is good for me in that it forms this eastern bloc that kind of scares the Seleucids. Scares Colchis. Scares everybody around here. I like how Cultures and Bosbarans and me are all mercantile, which I think is the best. But then, like, Sparta's just, like, neutral. I find that funny. Oh my god. Okay, so much stuff happening. So, Streets of Pella, done. Pelicans Royal Palace Complex. That's my capital, so that's fucking great. Tax up, building slots up, civilization up, up, up. And then we can now renovate the shrines. This will cost some money. Trika's gonna get shrine renovations. Let them marvel. And then we do have to pick one of these. Either a great donation, which will cost a lot of money, or religious endowments, which I don't have really a good ability to do. So a great donation is probably going to be the easiest thing. We're just going to have to save up money for that. Mercenary army maintenance, not too important right now. Let's just assign someone, whoever, to the job.
Did Rome just got a client state in Samnium? Or did they already have that?
No, they don't have Samnium as a client state.
No, Alia. It's in Samnium.
Oh, Elia? Yeah, they already had that. We fought them.
Oh, didn't notice them.
So is that province named Samnium? No. No, it's just next to Samnium. I was so confused because I was like, I'm pretty sure Samnium's not like a province. You know, they have a lot of client states around there. They've also still just been at war with the Etruscans this entire time, being completely unproductive. Barbarians! Nothing I can do about that. Except pay them more money than I have to leave me alone. It's really outrageous how much they want you to pay, because it scales with you. That's the problem. I need to do road building, but I cannot keep my aggressive expansion high to save my life. And it's kind of, I kind of want to keep it high, you know? It's actually something that I want. Because that means I'm being productive with that capability. Oh, Carthage. Carthage won its war. It now has pretty much almost as much pops there. Basically the same as Rome. And more territories. Which theoretically you'd think means they could actually stand their own in a 1v1, but I bet they would still lose. They even have the same scale of navy. Yeah, I still don't think Carthage would win though. Just because it would probably happen over Sicily and then like... They'd probably just get beaten off of Sicily real quick. Maybe, I don't know, because I'm kind of blocking Rome's way over there. So it would come down to navies. I think that's the thing, is they just don't have anything to fight over. Alright, we're getting some stuff. I gotta get to proportional agreements. I really want proportional agreements. I might get this first. Maximum research efficiency up. Yep. We're basically almost capped out on that, so I'll keep my taxes up, and then I'll go down to proportional agreements, and then we'll see where we'll go from there.
You made Samnium your client state?
I told you I was going to protect them.
Okay.
I thought, what better way to protect them than declaring war on them, literally declaring war on me. The AI will be way more scared to do that. And so far, I think it's proven pretty true. They've attacked 2 nations and they haven't taken anything since that war started. And it's almost been 8 years, by the way. The truces are about to expire. That's another reason they probably haven't attacked me, because we still have a truce. But still, they haven't really expanded very much. They're like, I think they just integrated a client state, because I just watched them gain 1 territory. They might have just be settling stuff in Illyria too. They're not growing. They're holding still. I think we've essentially, for now, halted their expansion pretty well. They may come back and start expanding more, potentially, but for now, we've stagnated them. They're still a big threat, but they're stagnant, which is good. 6 stability, 10 pop. Tax. We already have so much stability.
My wife just got murdered.
You know, it's funny. I thought you were saying something about like your real life wife, and then it's just like got murdered, and my brain stopped functioning. I was like, huh? Oh, this guy still won't say yes, like barely. Are we getting food? Food supply changing? No, it's not. The supply here is pretty bad. If we go back here, we'd definitely be able to resupply. I'm gonna run back to get some more food. I need more food. My allies and subjects are doing pretty well. Ooh, Governor of Thrace. Just gonna have you cover the thoughts of brigands. I used to always do the one that spends political influence, but it's just so important to me now that I don't want to. Tricka gets 2 Macedonian citizens. That's always good. We have so much building up to do. I'm expanding way too rapidly. It's definitely, it's caught Narfi's eye, certainly. And it will catch someone else's eye, like Travis especially. And I wouldn't be surprised if Narfi went to Travis. Just kind of explain the situation. Colchis, Rift, he's the least used to dealing with me. So I think we have the best odds, the best chances when it comes to dealing with him. Oh my god, a baby! We had a 3rd child. That's pretty late. What do we name him? He's being named Aratos. I don't know why. Well, shit. Well, he's coming just after a very important war, so I'm gonna name him after this war. I'm just gonna call him Samnite. He's Samnite, because we freed Samnium, quote unquote, into our loving grasp, just like our loving son is now in our loving grasp. This kid, why can I not, is an adult. Okay, he's not an adult yet, he's 15. 16, not 15. Rift and Travis are whispering. They whisper a lot during this, and that always concerns me, because they never fight, and they're always next to each other. You know, Colchis is way bigger than Travis. And Sparta's growing. I think at this rate, if Sparta keeps growing, Travis will be the weakest. But dude, I think I'm honestly to a point where I could probably 1v3 them in a massive war. It's just with these mechanics, I wouldn't be able to defeat them all. Just one. And it would probably just be Sparta. How's our food going? We are getting food back. Okay. It's going maybe a little bit slowly because the conditions are not fully optimal, but that's fine because again, my buddies are just winning stuff for me. We could take more and more as time goes on. Cappadocia is able to take more and more. I want to simultaneously buddy up with Colchis, but also make Cappadocia untakeable. Someone died! It's the guy in charge of my taxes! That's an important job! You're not supposed to die, you're supposed to get me more taxes. I need to eventually get like these guys, Krenoi over here. I have an extra slot, let's ally them. Probably get them as feudatory basically immediately. Because I can still expand further up through Thrace. Thomas here. Thomas has been expanding as time goes on. They'd probably join me as well. Everyone up here loves me. You know, before the aggressive expansion kicks in, that is. Oh, man. These were fighting or hiring mercenaries and shit. What is this? Ruler of the throne steps up to the podium to give a speech. Systems of Alexander. Oh, we gotta take the money. We gotta take the money. Yeah. The money scales. Everything else doesn't. My allies seem like they might be having a little bit of difficulties. I could go take care of some sieges pretty easily. I kind of want to chase these mercenaries and beat them up. Yeah, let's go. Let's try to beat them up. That'd be worth some war score. Even while everyone else is getting war score. And mission stuff is being completed. We'll have to consider this. I can afford the Great Donation right now. That's perfect. Spend that money. Finish that mission. Long live the king. Legitimacy, state, cult. By the grace of the Hierophant. Ooh. Long live the king, I'd say. Well, we don't need legitimacy. So, let's just say the Hierophant to make him more loyal. And people are just fucking dying. So, mission complete. Stabilize and grow Thrace. There's the matter of Asia. Bringing it under influence. That doesn't matter that much because of the way we're going about this. We technically do own everything here, sort of, except for our ally here. We'll stabilize and grow Thrace. We'll go with that one. So, oh god. I have to have a fort level.
Was that
there.
me who paused or something?
No, I paused. I just paused right now. Thracia has to have all their farms. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. So I gotta put a fort back over here. That's gonna be expensive.
Hey, Raz, I have a question.
Shoot.
If you attack someone who has an overlord, can the overlord call in their allies?
Yes. Yes, because they become the leader of the war.
Damn. It doesn't say so on the war screen.
Yeah, because it's only showing what you declare. The moment you declare war, the overlord's gonna take over the war.
Oh yeah, it says possible defenders joining.
Yeah. Who are you looking at?
Laconia.
Lyconia.
It's next to me. The yellow one.
Oh, Messenia. Yeah, they would call yeah, it's feudatory. Boethia would fight you for them. They would.
And because they also have an alliance with Egypt.
They do? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
I'm a little stuck here.
Ooh. That's brutal. You're not having a very easy time as Sparta. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you have Crete.
Yeah.
Well, that battle I wanted to make happen, something's about to happen here. I'm gonna fight someone. Yeah, they're just running around too much. I successfully fought them. Oh, and there's more of them coming, and we're fighting them. They were locked in. We slaughtered them. There's more of them coming, and now they're locked. That's a lot. We're still gonna slaughter them. This is like the bulk of the enemy's forces, actually, is what this is. And I'm slaughtering all of them. Just absolute slaughter. This would be some good XP. Dude, we just slaughtered so many enemies. That was ridiculous. 35,000 total, but a lot of that just happened. I think I'll go over here now. Got some oratory advances. Let's go for the aggressive expansion impact, I'd say. Because I want to get those proportional agreements. We're about to get the proportional agreements. And, oh look, Cappadocians are going to go take care of these barbarians for us. How nice of them. It means they're also going to get the money from that. Ooh, Bosparans are at war. Okay. That makes sense. Well, they're probably not going to go past me. Oh, I forgot about all these guys. And they're at war now. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, that's so annoying. I was allied with these guys to take them, but now they're at war. That's frustrating. I don't think he's going to war to take these guys, though. He's going for this. Huh? Oh, Colchis joined. Oh, really? You're at war with things all the way to the west?
He asked me to come help him blockade that port while he sieges it.
Oh, I was like, are you gonna, like, you'd be like getting in his way at that point if you expanded over there. What are you getting in return for that?
Nothing.
Oh, you're just helping him.
Yeah.
That is exceptionally generous. What's his war goal of that? It's to take Olbia. It's right there. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Hi, Travis. I take it you're going for that little coastline of Tiger-Gitay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure. I was doing diplomacy on some of the city-states over there to kind of finish that line. And now I can't because they're at war because they're allied with Tiger, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not taking the stuff we agreed on.
Yeah, I gotcha. I was like, what? They're at war? With who? And then I looked, I was like, what the fuck is all this? Alright, we might have war goal enforced. We have a couple years. We're in control of this siege. Let's just take it. We're getting the war score up higher and higher and higher. Let's just get everything we can so we can chillax. Look at my fucking stability, dude. It's gonna come crashing down. I can't afford to double down, quote unquote, anymore. This stuff is gonna take a lot of building. Library and marketplace, probably build that first. Library and marketplace. This place has a lot of stuff I don't care about. Just want another siege. That, honestly, I feel like that should be the last siege I do. We probably have enough time for another one. If this goes to me, this goes to me, this goes to me. This would go to Cappadocia. I'm fine with that. And nothing else has been taken? Surprisingly? I guess there's just been a lot of fighting, not a lot of taking. Alright, well, we have time. Let's stay at war. Rome has been sailing their entire navy around the Black Sea for so long, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, I've noticed that also.
Yeah, they just keep sailing around here. And, like, this is why they're not taking the Etruscans, is because they're not transporting their troops.
Yeah, they keep sending that 65 stack over to the Crimea to pick up those 3K troops, and then right as they're about to get on the boat leaves before they can do it.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah, they keep doing it over and over again.
What 3K troops are they going for?
A small levy out here.
A Roman levy?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, is it the stuff that was in your kingdom?
Yeah, but they did manage to get like 16k out or like 15k.
Okay.
But they never came back for the 3k.
Okay, well, I'm happy they're confused. That's what's slowing them down. The AI being confused. It's giving everybody else time to build up.
Yeah, I think what's happening is the ship comes over here and it suffers massive attrition, so then it just immediately turns around. See, it's back again.
Since
65 ships.
since we're at the point where the truces are gone, I want to hear a general assessment. If 10 was the threat that Rome was before, and 0 is completely not a threat, what threat do you think Rome is to all of us in the next, like, couple decades in the game?
Maybe a 5 or 6.
At this point, a 5.
Mm-hmm. Riff?
Yep, I'd say I agree. Probably about a 5 right now.
What the hell just happened? Getting called to war by Cappadocia. Why? Because of this? Some sort of rebellion?
To be honest, I think the AI is bugged.
For now.
If those troops can't go on the ship, they never will.
Yeah, but that war is gonna get ended eventually. It's gonna, like, be forced, like, you know, the imminent peace enforced shit. That's gonna happen to it.
Yeah.
Portional agreements. I feel like as long as they're bugged, I think it's like a 5 and gradually lowering. Once they get unbugged, assuming they go for anybody other than Carthage and they start growing again, I think it will start raising again. Does that sound basically correct?
Yeah. But
Join
we
this
have to
war.
see.
Why am I in a revolt? Okay. Well, then I will... honestly, I think right now, so long as they're bugged, the Seleucids are a bigger threat to the player population. And call these guys into our war, so I'm guessing that other war
Yeah,
ended?
solutions are like twice the size of Rome.
No, it didn't. It didn't end yet. Let's improve opinion with them.
Hey, Ras, whisper, whisper.
Hi.
I see you're getting a new neighbor.
Yeah, he's expanding west. He's taking that coastline leading up to
To be
my
honest, what I'm really
territory.
hoping for is that
and
horde
Rift is
event
helping him with
pop
the
off
navy.
in Dahe.
How you feel about that?
You're waiting for what to pop off into hay?
That horde event where they
It might not be DeHay that does it. It might be something else just popping like around there. But yeah, eventually one of those horde events will fire against the Seleucids. Just gonna make them start like spiraling economically.
Yep.
I'm not too concerned because the boss barons are much weaker than Colchis. And this, I don't even think this is going to fully make it the same, even if it really depends how much he takes, right? He agreed not to go for that coastline of city-states, like, within the region of Thrace, so I'm fine, right? Oh shit, this is part of this. I didn't even know how much I was potentially going to get. Wow. That's hot.
Well, the way I see it, he's going for it, but it depends on what he takes.
If he just takes that one nation there, it's really not that big of a deal. I always expected him to move west into, like, towards Rome. If he ends up bordering Rome, that's really not a problem to me. Just means my big threat is shared more by him. I don't consider him a big threat at the moment. He's, like, number 3 for power right now. So...
No, your biggest threat is Rome.
Yeah, my biggest threat is Rome. Which is, understandably, I'm more concerned about Rome than anybody else's.
Yeah, I think you want to convince us to go after Rome again.
No, I don't. As you notice, I didn't try to. I made zero attempt to convince anybody just now to go for Rome.
Yeah, I'm a little stuck right now.
Here's my actual, like, PvP assessment. Like, Rome, the AI, is my biggest threat. Seleucids are probably a bigger threat, but if they attacked me, I feel like getting the other two to join would be like, they'd be like, oh yeah, we got to jump on this. So that's simple.
Yeah.
You're not a fucking threat. You're the tiniest player, you have the least power, and you're already locked into a deal to assist me in the first PvP no matter what.
Yeah, I know.
Sagian Revolt, White Peace, yes, sure. Cultist is the second strongest player, but it's led by Rift, and he's a brand new player. And he's being extremely generous with Travis. He's just being extremely nice and generous. He's not in the PvP mindset. He's not used to what we do yet. So I think by that, he's not a threat. Until Travis becomes the second strongest, I don't think there's any big PvP threats. And as you may notice, I haven't made any PvP moves.
No, I know.
I've actually been playing this like very PvE.
And that's alright.
But you asked how I felt about Boss Baron, so I just figured I'd give you the rundown on my whole fucking assessment.
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh, that's a lot of money. Release the funds, renovated temples. Oh god, Siege 1. Okay, that's my siege. Option is no effect.
I'm just figuring out how I would get out of this situation right now.
Yeah, you're in a pretty bad situation. I've been able to take a lot. I'm gonna point something out to you because you're the one that's been noticing it. Have you noticed how many things I've taken as client states since that last war? I've taken Samnium as client state. I took the Freed Regime as a feudatory, and I have like 6 other things that I've taken. Very tiny things for the most part, but also Phrygia, my ally from that last war, is now a client state as well as things like Lycia and Rhodes over in Anatolia. So I've been growing a lot, and I've been doing it diplomatically for a lot of the time. I've been able to do that with so many things in Greece. I don't even want to, like, it's so much. I could basically own the rest of Greece by this point, but I have intentionally like left that for you.
I've also seen that. That's not the case, but
yeah. I figured you would see all the client states, but yeah, like there's so many little things here. Like even Boethia is just so small and like friendly compared to, because we're both Hellenic, that like they would just become my client state. Everything over here would be my client state if I asked. So I've just kind of like left this to you. So I'm also curious to see how you take all of it.
Same.
Macedon,
If they hadn't
Macedon,
got Egypt as the
Macedon.
ally, I could have done it with mercenaries.
Cappadocia.
But that's not the case.
Still have more time. Yeah, Egypt, that's a big one. Clearly I could make this work for you, but I don't.
Yeah, I have
like,
nothing to give you.
There's nothing you can offer. Like, I've already taken stuff that you want. We already have a conflict of interest. If you, like with Athens and all this other stuff in Greece, some of which I started with, it's like, you can't give me anything that you wouldn't want back later.
No, I know. I'm not focused on winning now either, just surviving.
Yeah, that's pretty important in your shoes. I almost wish we had a 5th player, because those other two are just like, Travis is benefiting a lot from the fact that Culchus is being so nice. Culchus isn't focusing on expanding himself. He's just helping Travis at every single turn.
Yeah.
Travis is going to probably make it to number 2 eventually because of that kindness. Because where can Culchus go? Culchus needs to go somewhere else, but he has the Seleucids to worry about. If he was in the PvP mindset, I think he would have asked like me or someone to take a bite out of Travis, because that's the main way he can go. It would suck to be the first one to declare war, but while you're already smaller, I feel like he just needs to eat Travis, or he doesn't stand a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I may have incidentally blocked off his path into Anatolia by allying with Cappadocia and getting into multiple wars with Cappadocia on my side and intentionally granting them territory that they take over to make them stronger.
Yeah, but he's not expanding, so we won't notice.
No, because he pointed out that Cappadocia was at war. He was keeping an eye on Cappadocia. It was his only expansion target that he had, basically. And I have, I've made Cappadocia stronger than they were.
It's also possible he made a deal with Travis that if he gets big enough, they take you.
Yeah, I've kept that on the table. I check in on them occasionally. Right now they're small enough that I'm not too worried, especially knowing that I have you to help me. I have to end my war here, but let's see. Yeah, I'm not too scared. I've kept Cappadocia roughly as strong as Colchis, but not just for that reason. I've also kept them strong because it's like a buffer against the Seleucids. That was the primary reason I did it. I only noticed the PvP benefit later. But Colchis he's too trapped. Even if he made a deal with Travis, it wouldn't be to Travis's benefit. But if Travis borders me, we'll see. Things might complicate. I don't know. I'm not planning on attacking anybody. I'm about to give Cappadocia some more land, though.
I think you started too strong. Like, your starting position.
You know what? It wasn't the starting position. I'll tell you what it was.
I haven't made that deal with you. You will have big problems, I think.
No, because I would have just given away Corinthos to someone else and just said, fuck it, I don't need it. Corinthos is actually extremely unimportant to me. Now, I just decided to keep it because I could. Here's what it was. Because Macedon actually starts out in a pretty bad position. By taking... I found out a way to really make this work. And here's what I did. Also, let me end this war. Yay, I took stuff. What I did was... that really helped me was taking Thrace at the very beginning. I stopped the war with the Antigonids from starting, and then I ended up just taking all of Thrace, basically, or most of it, instantaneously. And then I was just granted free shit in Anatolia that I didn't know I would get. So I got the wealth of Thrace, some random wealth from Anatolia that I didn't expect, and then the Bosbarans did really badly in their early wars, so Travis was really held back. Colchis got blocked a little early, but he was expanding really rapidly, and then you had bad luck. So really what it ended up with is that it wasn't my starting position. It was the fact that I picked a really good first target. It was the fact that I got extra land I didn't know I was gonna get. It's the fact that you didn't do well. It's the fact that Travis didn't do well at the beginning. It's all these things combined. Colchis is actually less important in all this, but because he's far away. But Colchis' success may be my biggest problem if he stays buddy-buddy with the Bosbarans, right? Because if Travis expands this way, he gets big and strong. Well, that's going to be a problem because we saw how Travis acted in CK. The moment he realized he could gun for me, he was planning on it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we won this war. No fortress there. Where's the capital of this place? Back here. Okay, get rid of all these extra fortresses. Gotta find things that we don't need. No fortresses. No port. There you go. And then I gave this stuff to Cappadocia just to make them a bit stronger. This is the capital here. Cappadocia. Is this all cities? How is this place ever gonna have enough food? What the fuck? We don't need that there. We don't need 2 fortresses here. 1 is good enough. And who lives here? Are there any Phrygians here? No. There may be Cappadocians, but there's no Phrygians. And where's my forces? Here they are. Let's bring them down to that port. Let's go pick them up and get them back to the mainland. Chios will join me as a client state now, so I'll take that. These guys here are still at war, unfortunately. What other allies do I have? Just like Cappadocia. I'm technically in a war with them. They're at war with this little thing and this little thing. They'll win that by themselves. My client states will help them as well.